Auditions and driving. Okay, so this is on a Tuesday. It's the day after the uproarious weekend on social media where everybody was having their say about self-tapes versus in-person auditions. And it's pretty much, I think it's kind of split down the middle of people like who hate the self-tapes or people who hate going out in the real world. Okay, it's for a commercial. It was really cool because I got to see a lot of people that I would normally never see. So it was a really nice social time. It took me a half an hour to get there. It took them almost an hour to see me. I spent about 5 minutes in the room, and according to my GPS, it's going to take me another 45 minutes to get home. I think I could have done this on a self-tape. Well, they were pairing us up. I have a full-grown daughter in this spot, if I were to get it, which I thought I did really well. I didn't think it was fair that the session runner asked both of us in the slate the same question, because while she was answering, I started to think of something that would be humorous and light and engaging, which I did. And then we just improvised something. I think her part was silent. She didn't really say anything. I felt really good about it. I saw a lot of people, but again, this whole audition, and it was the same day. I got it at like 11 o'clock and it was for 3:30. They didn't see me until like 4:20. It's what, 2 hours and 15 minutes that I'm going to devote to this. And callbacks will be tomorrow or the day after, which means ideally, not ideally, I come back out here again. So I got a call back. It's interesting. I noticed that I have more fun on the first round. While it's exciting to get a call back, I immediately make up this idea that the callback is more important, that it means something, that it's sort of a do or die situation. And I get up in my head. I'm sure to anybody that was watching what I did in the room would have no idea that I was up in my head. I got there early just because I was the first one in, which I had mentioned before is sort of the kiss of death because they're still trying to figure things out. I'm the first one in there, and fortunately, they seem to have it all figured out. It was one of those unique times where it was exactly as the original audition was. The casting director came out. He went over it with me and my scene partner. It was super easy. The director and the clients were all women, which always makes me feel good, where back in the day, there were only male directors. We did our scene. She gave us a redirect. We did it again. We'd made her laugh. I have to admit, I was very charming. I was playful. My scene partner was very playful. They laughed at a lot of her stuff. And I left the room thinking I didn't do as well as she did because she got more of the laughs. And I had to talk myself down from that because it doesn't mean anything. Just because we get the laughs doesn't mean that we booked the job, because there's more than those 3 people that were in the room making the decisions, right? There are people, I'm sure, online. There are people who are probably going to see the tapes later. So many cooks in the kitchen, but I know I did a good job. I know she did a good job, which was great. And then as I was leaving, the casting director said, "Thanks, Doreen. Good job, as always." And I was a little stunned because to hear the casting director say, "Great job as always," I'm like, did he change or did I change? Moving forward, I hope I book this, and it seems like it would be a really fun shoot.